Whether we know it or not, our Navy is working for us around the globe all day, every day. Here to tell us about their mission closer to home, we have Rear Admiral Timothy Gallaudet. He's a commander, Naval Meteorology and Oceanography Command. Thank you so much for joining us.
Good to be here.
You're more or less a world traveler. I know you're from LA. We're talking about your family's in Maryland, stationed in Mississippi.
Yes.
What are you doing in Springfield?
Well, I'm here to tell the people of Springfield the great work that the Navy's doing for them. And I'm also here to basically recruit and let the people of Springfield, especially the young student population here, know what great work there is in the Navy, and hoping we can attract some of the fine talent, especially in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics.
And that's what you're looking for, because the technology has changed and evolved so much that to be in the Navy and to be working at any level, you need a high amount of knowledge to excel. Absolutely.
We're a very technical force, and the Navy has been on the leading edge of all sorts of technological change, we're doing this today. We have all sorts of advanced weapon systems that we're experimenting with and actually operating, and so that's why we need a more technical and educated force as we prepare for the future.
As much as you can, tell us about some of the things that are going on around the globe that the Navy has a hand in.
Well, the Navy is doing very important work in keeping our country safe. Our primary mission, of course, is national security, and so we're deployed all around the world in every ocean, basically preventing conflict from happening, but when it does happen, fighting and winning it. The other important part of what the Navy is doing is that we are protecting the world economic system. We have ships at sea that are defending the sea lines of communication, because 90% of the world's trade, the stuff you buy at Big Y or Walmart, comes from overseas typically via shipping. And so if we don't keep the sea lines safe, it's the Navy's one of the core missions of ours, we wouldn't have a stable economy like we do today.
And it's intriguing. We were just looking at some of the footage, and you have these amazing boats that I can only imagine. Football fields.
We call them ships.
Because boats are what people have in their homes.
That's right.
Yeah. But some of the things like this, you also work with a whole lot of planes, too.
That's right. That's right. You just saw a Navy aircraft carrier. I was stationed on one out of Japan for 2 years, and this is a hospital ship you see that conducts humanitarian assistance missions, and also we have, like you said, aircraft that are conducting strikes against the Islamic State today. That's a littoral combat ship right there, doing a variety of missions in the Western Pacific. And there's an aircraft carrier strike group, a variety of ships that are ready to either conduct strike missions. Here's a part of the advanced technology we're developing on the USS Dewey. That's a laser weapon system.
Really?
Yeah, and now we have a capability, now it's still experimental, to shoot down, for example, small aircraft with lasers, like Star Wars.
And this submarine?
That's a ballistic missile submarine,
right? Okay, good.
And a key part of preventing any other nuclear armed nation from thinking about attacking us. It's a very important deterrent that we have in our nation's arsenal. This
is amazing. So who are you looking for? Because I imagine a lot of people watching this, it's so cool. You know, there's so many amazing things, isn't it?
Yes.
So who are you looking for? What's your ideal candidate?
Well, we are looking for people who have experience with, again, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Not solely. There are other disciplines in the Navy that we would like to attract, for example, and not only attract but also help educate. In terms of the science and technology, I have 3 degrees on the Navy's dime, and so I have a bachelor's and a PhD in oceanography, and so we have opportunities to educate bright kids who come in and want to serve. There are other areas, for example, medicine, there are lawyers. We send folks to law school to get degrees and serve in the judge advocate court. Excuse me.
The Judge Advocate Court?
The JAG. The JAG.
There we go.
Navy JAG, right? You've seen the show. And thank you. Yeah.
And not only do you get some of the best and the brightest, but you're right, you can also give people the opportunity to learn so much more in these fields.
That's right.
And you're really encouraging the STEM fields, science, engineering, math, technology.
That's right, that's right. So because, as I said, we're such a technical force, so it used to be in the older days of our Navy that we would joke that when a judge handed down a sentence to a junior felon, he had the option of either going to jail or the service. It's not so much anymore. In fact, we are turning very bright people away. That's how competitive it is to get into the Navy and stay in the Navy, because of the bar has just been set so much higher with the advanced capabilities we have. I'm proud to have serving in the greatest Navy that ever existed. And this includes the World War II Navy that won the Pacific War. a very capable force, a huge one, but with the technology we have today and the capabilities that you saw on the footage earlier, we truly are the greatest Navy that's ever existed, and so I'm humble and proud to be a part of it.
Well, it's such an assembly of bright young minds, and you want to get some more, so people can obviously
absolutely
apply, and hopefully they'll get to work with you one day.
Seth, thank you.
And you, thank you so much for stopping by today. More information, mymassappeal.com.